I'm Lee Spencer with Racing Boys. I'm here at the Chili Bowl with Alex Bowman. You know, a lot of people wonder why, with as little time as NASCAR drivers get off, why you would come to Chili Bowl. Can you explain that to people that don't get open wheel? What is the draw about coming to this place?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, to be honest with you, is really the off the racetrack atmosphere. Getting to see a lot of friends that I only get to see once a year, and go racing with a group of my best friends. It's a lot of fun. So I really enjoy the innovation left in these cars. Obviously, there's a paragraph of rules here, not a rule book, and you can pretty much run what you brung. So it's a lot of fun. I like tinkering with them throughout the course of the year and trying to make things better. Unfortunately, the one I built for myself this year hasn't been so good, but hopefully CJ's is pretty good tonight.
At what point did you start working on building this new car to bring here?
We built my car for this year before last year's Chili Bowl. We just didn't have it done to come here. So I work on it here and there throughout the. We got big pressure now in this interview. You did. You ruined the whole interview. I tinker with them throughout the year, but it's a lot of fun. Try to stay away from them a little bit, especially during the playoffs, so I just kind of focus on the NASCAR side of things. But from November on, we've been thrashing pretty hard.
And you and CJ have been at this, it's like dynamic duo for quite a while. What's it like having somebody who races all the time that you can kind of, bend stuff off?
Yeah, he's really good. I think what makes it work so well with CJ is he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He works on his own stuff. Even when he's driving for other people, he's working on the cars, and I respect that a lot. And he helps us with the cars a lot. Came down to North Carolina, helped get them ready, and he works on them all week here as well. So he knows what he wants in a race car, and it's good to have him. He's a heck of a race car driver. He crew chiefed me on Tuesday night, so it's been really good.
I think you were the first guy to put under 10-second lap on the board here, were you not?
I don't know if I was or not. I know we were fastest in hot laps there on Tuesday. That was one lap. That thing was really evil and ugly to drive. I could go pretty fast with it as long as nobody was around, but it was just really hard to get pointed, really tight. So if you had to check up in traffic or anything, it was really hard to get back rotated and had me really struggling. So we got it better throughout the course of the night. It still wasn't where it needed to be in the feature. It was still really tight, and changed some more stuff yesterday while we were doing the maintenance on it, and hopefully it's a little better on Saturday. But regardless, it wasn't a terrible night, and we drank a lot of beer, had a lot of fun regardless after the race, and the guys from Valvoline are here now for the serious one that actually has a shot at it. So,
do you have an idea where you might start on Saturday?
I'll be somewhere towards the front of one of the C's, probably second row of one of the C mains. So that's fine with me. If we can make a B, that's pretty cool. If I make the A, I'd be shocked. Just running a midget once every couple of years is tough. But it'd be pretty neat, and I think we have a shot at it if things go the right way and we get the car a little better. But I got to get myself quite a bit better, too. It's not just the race car.
When you roll into Daytona or any other track, you're usually competing against 36 guys. You come to the Chili Bowl times 10, 36, and it's all about making it to the A main and having a shot at the Golden Driller. Can you even describe what that competition level is like compared to just weekly racing in stock cars?
Yeah, it's different. You go cup racing and everybody's really, really, really good, and everybody's there on kill to win, and you kind of know how everybody races and know what to expect from everybody. You come here, and there are guys here to have fun. There are guys here that are here to win. There are guys in between. There are guys here just putting around driving a midget for the first time. So you know who you're racing with some of them, and others you don't. Sometimes you look at a lineup and you're like, who the heck is that? You have no clue who they are. And then you roll out with them and they're really, really fast. So it's just, you never really know what you're going to get, who you're racing, but there's so many different people from different different backgrounds, and it's really neat to see.
At this side of the garage, do you kind of get squirrel alerts from your fellow competitors that you kind of trust and can give you a lowdown on the guys that are in your heat?
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. Like sometimes you just have no clue what to expect from somebody and don't know who they are. And other times you get some heads up. I feel like I was the squirrel all day on Tuesday, but that's okay.
Looking back at 2019, you had your breakout win, finally got that. What do we need to do in 2020 to get the number 88 team back out front on a regular basis?
Yeah, I mean, we need to go win more races, be more consistent than we are. We tend to really struggle for the first two-thirds of the race, and then we come on strong at the end. But we're so far behind at that point that it's hard to come back from it. So we need to establish why we're doing that every week, because that's become a really consistent theme. Running 25th for the first two stages and then going and finishing 9th isn't really a good look. So it's better than the other way around, but we still need to improve upon that quite a bit.
NASCAR introduced a new short track package, and heck, with the old one, you sat on the pole at your home track at Phoenix International Raceway, which we're calling it again. Yeah. How psyched are you that they are kind of going back to the old rules and chopping the spoiler off the back considerably?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to improve the racing dramatically at a place like Phoenix and some of the short tracks. So, they're trying to make the racing better. They're consistently trying to do whatever they can to improve the on-track product for the fans, and that's what it's all about. So, whether every package works or doesn't work, you get people quick to criticize NASCAR, but they're actively trying to make the racing better, and we're all in it together. We all want the racing to be better. We all want more passing, and sometimes we all don't agree on what it takes to get that, but we're all trying to get the same result. So I'm excited to see it. I think it'll be better, especially having the championship finale at Phoenix. I think it's important to have that race be a good race. So I think it can be much better than it was this year with this package, and glad to see it.
I have a lot of respect for you to do what you do, to still be working on cars. A lot of guys that come into NASCAR now have no idea what they're supposed to feel when they jump into these things or what makes a car run. How much does your background in working on cars really help you when it comes time to tell your crew chief what it is that you need behind the wheel?
It helps at times, I think. At other times, it's all about the same. I think as long as your feedback's good and you have a relationship where where your crew chief understands what you're saying, that's the important thing. Like you look at a guy like William, and he doesn't have a background working on cars, doesn't have a mechanical background, at least that I know of, but his feedback is so good, and his relationship with Chad is so good that Chad knows what he's saying. So I think really the feedback and the relationship with your crew chief is more important than anything, but in some situations I think my mechanical background has helped, especially when we broke that drive shaft and then I crashed the backup car at New Hampshire. Being able to pitch in and work on that car and get the third car ready to go, I think that was a situation where it helps. You look at a guy like Corey LaJoie, where if something goes wrong, he can pitch in and work on his car. Ryan Newman can work on his cars. There's a few of us left for sure, but definitely not many of them.
Were you surprised to see Newman finally come here after all these years? I mean, making his Chili Bowl debut. I mean, to call Ryan Newman a rookie is kind of crack.
I think it's badass. It's cool to see him come back. I talked to him a little bit earlier this week, and he did really good. So it's cool to see. He drives the car so straight. You can tell it's been forever, but he's still really fast, and like his racing sense is really good. Like at the Dome, there was one restart he passed like 6 cars in a lap just because he's such a smart racer, and he knew where to go. So as rusty as he is in a midget, and as long as it's been, he's still doing a really good job, and he did awesome last night. So I think it's cool to see him back, and I hope he keeps doing it because they're a lot of fun to drive, and I think it's neat that there's some IndyCar guys here, and it's just cool to see everybody from different backgrounds come and hang out and have a good time.
Are we going to see the beard at Daytona?
Probably not. I'm gonna guess. So Jeff's coming tonight. Jeff Gordon's coming tonight, and I'm gonna guess he's not gonna be impressed. So we'll see. The sad thing is this patchy, poor excuse for a beard is like since the banquet. So I'm not very strong in the beard growing department.
Are we going to see an appearance by your crew chief, Greg Ives?
No, he's back at home. I would love him to come out here and enjoy this, but he's back at home with his family. So we've been texting a lot throughout the course of the week, and he loves his stuff too. He just got a box stock, like Outlaw, not an Outlaw cart, but the box stock version of it to go run at Millbridge for his son Parker. So that's pretty neat, and he's already texting me about titanium bolts and carbon fiber body stuff for it. So typical Greg Ives fashion, everything's got to be perfect.
Maybe he'll be Greg more than Gregory this year.
We'll see. I don't know about that one. Gregory's pretty strong.
Hey, man, we appreciate your time. Good luck tonight and good luck on Saturday.
Thanks. I appreciate it.